Hey y'all, hey. Take what's yours, leave what's not. And drop your shit at the door. Someone's remorseful. Bring me clear and concise messages regarding this reading, or someone's going to regret that. They said no more blame game. That's the message for this reading. No more blame game. No more no more trying to make sure it's your fault. That's not your fault. No more unnecessary upheaval. No more blame game. What does the YouTube collective need to know about no more blame game? Queen of Swords, tell me more. You're a thinker. And this Emperor. Gang's all here. You said a prayer recently. Ace of Swords. You said a prayer recently. They got it. They got you. Answered prayer. One of the best things about you is that you know how to release and allow the divine to do whatever it is that they got to do, right? So, to an extent, you know your role in this. So, like, let's say you're manifesting something. You don't go keep checking on it, like, did they get it? Did they get it? Did they get it? Did they get it? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Like, you just do your part and release and let the rest to happen. Someone wants you to know if they didn't do what the fuck they're supposed to do, that's not your problem. Someone doesn't like you're emotional. You're very emotional. Well, Erykah Badu say, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit, right? And you're very passionate about the things that you do. You're very passionate about the things that you attach your name to. And someone is wanting you to know, like, just because you believed in someone, just because someone else feels like your emotional aspect of you is like one of the best parts of you. But just because no, they don't motherfucking fly here. Someone's got a weight lifted off their chest. But just because they don't do their part, that doesn't mean that you're wrong about something. Or just like someone's disappointing you. So I guess this person is wanting to reassure you. I got my eye on you. Everything that I see, I want your love and devotion. But I don't think that's what the lyrics to that song say. But yeah, someone's wanting you to not take it personally. They respect your emotions. They respect your passion in your craft. but they also know, you know, how to detach from something. They've seen you do it before. They know you know how to view something from a different perspective. So you may be tapping into that aspect of it. They may be encouraging you to tap into that aspect of something. They don't, Nine of Pentacles, they don't, when I just saw this card, I heard I'm single and I can do what the fuck I want to do. Heard. Yeah, I'm single and I can do what the fuck I want to do. Your shit kept growing even in the winter. Normally the birds go south. The birds didn't go south in this case. Whoever that's for. The birds didn't go south. The birds and the bees. If you don't want to be pregnant, be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Don't be sorry. Ho, be careful, because they fucking on this next card. Okay. So no more blame game, they said. No more blame game. Maybe you declared this yourself, like you're taking responsibility and accountability for the things that belong to you, for the things and for the parts that you've played in something. But you're not going to be the only one here taking accountability. The sun card in the wheel. God damn, bitch. Can we get one at a time, please? When I say gangs out here, it's different perspectives that these messages want to come from. Meaning, if you are someone that practices with your ancestors have a perspective here. If you're someone that practices with a religion, your religion has a perspective here. Ultimately, they're all pulling from a divine source, hopefully at the highest white light, right? But if that's, you know, anyway, but it feels like it's pulling from different sources. I heard Miss Jack of all trades. Miss Jack of all trades. Nine of Pentacles. You're impressing the fuck out of someone. For some of you, you're about to impress the fuck out of somebody. Someone knows that you need some encouragement. They want to lift you up. Something else, if she is someone that's in her garden, maybe she can't garden the same because it's winter, because it's white here, because it's cold here. So, but then there's a garden here. You in your bag, you in your good luck era, you're in your, like you're in your season. I'm getting better and better achievement and self-sufficiency. You're someone that also knows that every single thing is happening for a reason. I don't know why I just said it that way, but every single thing is happening for a reason. There's an accomplishment you're being praised for. I want to know, I never read through this book when I got this deck. I probably need to, but I want to know, the keeper has accomplished her goals and is satisfied in a world of her own making, but she does not keep it all to herself. So that's the part of what I just said, that this person is reminding you that other people need to do their part. You are still sharing There's I'm gonna call it a story. There's a story of an animal. Let's say it's a spider. I think it was a spider. The spider was blessed with all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the information, and they decided to keep it to themselves. Long story short, short story short, nigga, I cannot be touched. Long story short, this person, the spider, it wasn't a person, the spider, I'm sorry, I got distracted by the text. The spider ended up needing to be taught a lesson. Like something could have happened that this person could have prevented. I keep saying this person, it's a fucking spider, it's not a person. Something happened that the spider could have prevented had the spider shared the knowledge in the way that they were supposed to, or in the way that they were meant to. Someone looks at you that way, or you may view life that way. No matter how independent or self-sufficient you are, you also know that you aren't the only one that's supposed to have blessings. You also know that you aren't the only one that's supposed to have knowledge. Now, that doesn't mean that you just speak your knowledge, your information, share your blessings willy-nilly and with anybody just because they want to know it, or just because they asked for it, or just because they suggest that they want to know. You respect someone has to show a certain level of respect for you, for a practice, for a craft. Just like money, no money, nigga. Shooters respect other shooters. Don't want my crew on your neck. Nipsey, California. We're supposed to be talking about a blame game here. The keeper tends to the hive, sharing her abundance with the bees, who will find extra food. So they're overwintering. This is one of the most positive cards in the entire deck because its message is quite clear. Material success is yours. Don't worry about something that you've spent. If you spent, it's like coming back to you, multiplied. Yeah, don't worry about what you spent. It's coming back to you multiplied. It's like I'm trying not to tell your business. That's why I also keep pausing. And then also because, like I said, there's different, someone knows that you were listening to them. Someone knows that you like are following the instructions that they gave. They appreciate, like, when they speak to you, things don't go in one ear and out the other. Like you were listening in a good way. For some of you, somebody feels like you were literally listening to them. Someone's discussing your attractiveness. Okay, Here you go. Your path to this point has not been a bed of roses. Amen, sister. Nothing has been handed to you on a plate. You worked hard to get here. That's why this woman's here, reminding you of this. That's why you're able to snap into this logical aspect of yourself. They said I can get back to the reading now. Someone's making a damn fool out of themselves. You also carry like a speak when spoken to aspect about yourself, which makes people want to listen to you even more. Like you're not just saying shit for the sake of saying it. You're not filling empty spaces with words just because someone feels like you should. What's this no more blame game? Different deck. Yeah, I'm in my bag, but I'm in his too. Meg the Stallion. Big booty bitch, big booty bitch. Gold teeth, gold. No more blame game. Tell me more. Nine of Cups. Want it to pop out. Craft. Your craft. The craft. The craft is about witches. The craft is about a group of witches, and maybe the group of witches has broken up. Maybe you learned, because this card here is pretty much independence, right? It's fulfillment, it's self-sufficiency, it's material success, emotional success with that Nine of Cups that popped out. Someone's making things right. There's a group of witches. You may have decided that you chose what type of witch you're going to be. You're clear on what type of witch you're going to be. Somebody said you're not poor, or you're not gonna be poor. You work too hard to be poor. With this Eight of Pentacles, you work too hard to be poor. What's this no more blame game? I just saw somebody go like this. What's no more blame game? What's the message about? Like, somebody might have felt like you were the blame because, like, they feel like you're alone. But it's given, like, run up, get done up. It's Two of Swords reverse. You're no longer frozen, or someone's no longer frozen by indecision. They felt like they had to pick like the lesser of two evils, or they have picked the lesser of two evils. If they felt like someone could have not been doing something because they believed like either way was not going to be beneficial to them. Either way was not showing the most charismatic version of themselves. Tell me more. What's this no more blame game? So someone didn't want to make a decision, but it feels like the decision's made now. There's no number two. Like it's given like tell me more. No more blame game. They had to like check their toxic ways. This Queen of Swords came up again. They had to check their toxic ways when it comes to you. Their controlling ways when it comes to you. The Hermit also popped out. Someone forgot that they were being watched. Somebody could have lost a business. Someone's looking into like a bad father. They didn't want to choose between you and like a negative person. It could have been, or you and a business, you and whatever's revolving around it. But it's like, it's not something that's positive. So I guess they want to make it clear, like it's not like a good versus bad type of thing. It was whoever this person is to them compared to, like, they ultimately, they didn't want anyone to get hurt. Ultimately, they didn't want to have to choose sides. Either they were pretending to like turn a blind eye to something. Somebody is now like they've had to go within. They've had to like make sense of it. They've had to spend time alone. They've had to feel the coldness of your silence. But also they've experienced the manipulation, the controlling aspect coming from this Emperor reverse. For some of you, they were being that person. What's no more blame game? Tell me more. Tell me in order. I'm not going to clarify these. Give me the story. Six of Wands. Four of Cups. No more blame game. Queen of Wands. The Devil. Somebody said you were a bad witch. No more blaming drugs. No more blaming alcohol. I can't show this card. No more blaming drugs, alcohol, sex, intimacy. No more. No more trying to like impair your relationships. No more. Who declared this? 1996 may be significant. Hey man, you change their perspective, but you allow someone space and time to change their own perspective. Like you do it without forcing them to do it. That may be the difference. Someone else like could have gave them an ultimatum, like you do this or else, blah 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 blah. Whereas you may speak how you feel about it. This person also knows that you carry like a great deal of persuasion within your words, within your appeal. You carry a great deal of persuasion. So if someone was tailoring to their desires of being toxic, of being controlling, of being like, oh man, like, yeah, you like yes man type shit. Basically all the things that are not good for them. If somebody's like giving them drugs, if somebody's keeping them liquored up, if somebody's all the things that they know aren't successful, but they aren't helping them be successful, excuse me. If someone's tailoring to their ego, if someone's tailoring to their money, you know, whatever those things are, like where nobody's challenging them, nobody's like they're the boss and everybody just got to listen to them just because that's who they are. They had a decision between you and that type of person. And they wanted to, you came with the approach of patience. They could have been trying to get some fast money for some of you. For others of you, it was the relationship to the person that mattered to them. But you just kind of allowed things to unravel. Like, yeah, I'm not going to say that you don't have any influence here, but I am going to simplify this with this Hangman card. You just allow things to happen. Where somebody may look at you as being stuck, he is smiling. He is rested. Perspective is clear here. Someone wants you to know that they've changed their perspective. And then I heard, like, you do this every, such and such days, every such and such months, this isn't new. Like, okay, you changed your perspective this time. This is you going back to the Queen of Swords energy. You changed your perspective this time, right? In 6 months, your perspective is going to change again. They value that authenticity about you. They know that they just can't say anything to you. Where that could have been off-putting because it wasn't catering to their ego previously. They now value that type of thing. They feel like that type of ingenuity, that type of challenge, that type of person could have saved them from. At first they viewed this as something negative. Now they view it as something like that's able to tame their beast. Like, you don't have to force your hand. You're talking about quiet power. You don't have to force your hand. You don't have to force anybody. Like, there doesn't have to be a you do this or else. Tell me more. No more blame game. Strength card. You're stronger than you look. Wheel of Fortune. 4 of Wands. 4 of Swords. Strength. Rest. Someone's been waking up at odd hours. Something significant about your lips. For some of you, like maybe your lips swell while you sleep. Take a damn break. That's what it said for this 4 of Swords. Take a damn break. You like had to recoup your strength. Nourish yourself. Tame yourself. As is 9 of Pentacles, and because you are accustomed to working hard, before the 9 of Pentacles is the 8 of Pentacles. Before you got there, you had to put in a lot of groundwork to get there. You've shown up as also 2 different queens. Someone doesn't know how old you are, how young you are. They can't tell. The 9 of Pentacles is a young woman. The Queen of Swords is a mature woman. And the Queen of Wands is a mature woman also. But this person can't tell how old you are. Something's also very significant about your eyes. But you had to recoup with this take a damn break. Regroup. Show more favor to yourself. And that's 2 times that this wheel has popped out. For some of you, people try to make it hard for you to recoup, for you to regroup. Enough of that. Someone keeps wanting to reassure you that's enough of that. Enough of that. Anything else? Close up this reading. No more blame game. Close up this reading. So if someone was blaming you for something, it's like if someone was blaming you for endings, if someone was blaming you for all of this is like really positive. So it doesn't feel like, whatever it is, they were blaming you for some shit and you were like on a break. Like you were resting, you were renewing yourself, you were regathering yourself, you were spending time going within, you were like, so it changed someone's perspective. Like they couldn't have been blaming you for something. It's not adding up. You were taking a break. Tell me more. Close up this reading, actually. Close up this reading. No more blame game. Eight of Swords. Five of Wands. Six of Swords. That's a perfect way to... Plans are moving forward. Someone's lies are being uncovered. Whoever was fighting or whoever was trying to send chaos, somebody might be in jail with this Eight of Swords. That came out in Pisces reading. Make sure you check out Pisces reading. It's given like you were nowhere on the scene to be blamed for this. Lotus flower grew out the mud. It's a really beautiful flower. People are really surprised to find out the types of things that you've been through, the type of situations you've been in. Because the lotus flower is really beautiful, but you don't look like the things that you've been through. But yeah, no more blaming. No more being blamed for other people's chaos. No more being blamed for someone else being stuck. No more. And you may be no longer blaming other people for this either. You took a road to understand, like, let's say if you had to rest and maybe you didn't have the most favorable circumstances, you are doing your best to no longer blame people for the types of negativity that may have come into your life. And just because you're silent doesn't mean that you're playing a blame game. It does mean that you are interested in other people's perspective and how they are going to handle things. Because while you can persuade people, you're more interested in them showing who they are. While you can make people do what you want them to do, you're more interested in them showing who they are. That way you know how to handle them in and out of your sight. That way you're not always looking over your shoulders, concerned about what someone else is doing. You want them to be exactly who they are going to be. So no more blaming people for you feeling stuck. No more blaming people for you getting into disagreements. Or even if they attempted to, like, you have the Hermit here. It's also someone that's highly spiritually ranked. You have a huge understanding with this Hangman here. You have a huge understanding that other people may not see, other people may not know about, at least not yet. But you have a huge understanding of the way shit works spiritually. This means that if something felt like it was supposed to keep you stuck, instead it was supposed to allow you time to rest. If something was supposed to cause some form of interference, instead it brought you independence. Instead it made you maneuver through more, create new avenues for yourself in order to remain independent in the way that you desire to. It allowed you to show different aspects of yourself, the one that's logical, the one that's witchy, the one that's beautiful, the one that's handy, the one that's no nonsense. It allowed you to explore different avenues of yourself in order to get through these events. Somebody said, how do you know about a backhand situation? Like somebody being backhanded. How do you know about that? And then someone else is, like for you, you close these chapters where you were blaming, it feels like someone else here wants to speak in a specific perspective, but maybe they aren't welcome in this space. For some of you, people were blaming you for things because they felt like they were unwelcome in your space. So if you a bitch that like to hang out with the bees, like if they aren't bees, then you ain't hanging out with them. So they feel like they were unwelcome in your space. Someone doesn't like feeling unwelcomed in any space. So they want you to feel unwelcome in a space because they don't feel welcome in your space. Not because you told them like, fuck you, go away. Someone just doesn't value silence the way you do. Someone just doesn't value rest in the way that you do. But maybe they're considering this. They're considering like, because if they go logical, they're like, well, nothing happened, so nothing's wrong. Like this person, you know, they, as a Queen of Swords, you can be a great communicator. Even if you are being harsh sometimes, but this person is saying like you've given them the insight that they needed in order to deal with you in specific situations. So if you do, they know something had to happen in order for you to start looking at things from a logical perspective. They know something had to happen in order for you to withdraw your emotions. They know something had to happen in order for you to not want them to feel welcome. But they're also considering like, what if the thing that happened is that this person needed rest? What if the thing that happened is that this person needed their independence? What if the thing that happened is that this person didn't want to speak to you in a harsh way? It's like somebody's considering different avenues here rather than blaming you or expecting the worst or being stuck in their head. You influence this person a lot more than they will admit to other people. And I just cut the deck on another Queen of Pentacles. You fucking go, bitch. That's 3 queens that then popped out in this reading. So no more blaming you. Queen of Wands. You're whoever you need to be. And ain't no stopping you. That's what I got for you. I hope this resonates. I didn't mean to make this reading this long, but take what's yours, leave what's not. Someone keeps replaying something you said, rereading something you said. Ace of Swords. They're like dissecting something you said. And trying to take that at face value. But they also feel like you're like a breadcrumb type of person. So they feel like there's like hints and clues in the things that you said. So they're trying to make sure they didn't miss anything. They're overthinking. That's why the 8 of Swords came out. They're overthinking. Like I said, that's all I have for you. Thanks for... You're very curt sometimes. This person doesn't like it, but they respect it. They don't like when they feel like it's directed at them. Yes, they are trying to get a reaction out of you. Okay, what the fuck is this? Confessions? I said I was done with the reading. That's enough. Oh. Thank you. Thanks for being here, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how it resonates in the comments. Hope this helps you. Talk to you later. Bye.